Chad and Mike freshly back from H&A and me thankful I didn't go.
Uh, I had a great time. So
That
I
makes me happy that you had a great time.
I had a nice, relaxing time, nice drive both ways. I'm happy I went.
Oh, this is opening again.
Let me kick you out.
Computer computer struggles.
Remove. Report to
I'm here
Zoom.
twice now.
There you go.
I'm here twice now. The host has removed you from this meeting.
I
Oh
kicked you out.
God, I've been removed.
We just
Okay,
want
am
the
I
guy
still
in the
here?
banana suit here.
Yeah, I watched. I mean, and I wasn't there, so it's, I'm judging from afar, but I don't see myself ever attending a show like that. I don't think I mesh with that crowd anymore. I think that landscaping and the landscape culture has moved away from me as a person,
I
which
think
is
you're wrong.
fine. I'm old. I don't think I'm relevant to that crowd of people anymore, and I don't think they're relevant to me and how I want to run my business. So,
I think you
or
have
how I
false illusions of what this place actually is.
there was 1,000 people dancing around to a guy dressed as a banana.
We
I'm
didn't
good.
go to
I don't.
that. Mike and I didn't go to that.
The
We
fact
didn't
that
even know that
the,
was there.
the fact that anyone went to it and it even existed there, that's not a culture I want to be part of. I'm good.
If he was dressed as a pickle, would that have been better?
No, maybe a little. I don't know. Yeah, potentially it was a little bit better. I still don't want to attend, but I think that's a little bit better, Mike.
Okay.
I just watched all the feeds from it and I was like, this is not a place for Paver King. Just the culture, the people, the way it's played out, the just endless stream of buy my course, sign up for my program. Every single influencer checking in on every booth that sponsors them over and over again. Like literally, they must be sprinting from booth to booth to do these check-ins. I'm like, this is not a culture that I need to participate in at 52 years old. I don't need to be a part of it. They don't want me to be a part of it. I'm good. I'm excited for you guys that you had a great time.
I
But
think
you're
people
both like
wanted you to be a part of it. Lots of people asked where you were.
Yeah.
you said he doesn't come to banana costume things because he's a grown man. He's a grown person, so he doesn't attend these things. Like I don't I
You're
just watched all of it and it just was like, man, that is just not it's not the way I grew up. It's not the way that I started in this business, and it's gone so far the other way that it's okay. Like it's okay for people to love the way that the culture is now. It's okay for people to have a great time with it. And it's also okay for me to be old and grumpy and say, I don't want to participate in it. Both things are okay. There is no right or wrong.
you're seeing things through a very different lens than what I saw them through. Right? Like I didn't
Fair.
see a
That's
bunch of
super fair.
influencers flogging their shit and catch me at this booth and all this shit. I just saw other landscapers who are like-minded and we got to
See,
talking and
that's where
shooting
I
the
didn't see
shit.
anyone locked like watching all of it. I didn't see anything like minded to me. So I
But
guess that's where
if
we're
you
different.
go there, just walking down like we met people that listen to the podcast. Awesome people. They had stories to tell. They told some of our stories back to us, right? That was fucking awesome to hear. I love that. Like I would go back just for that. We met probably, I don't know, a dozen, 2 dozen people that I've never met before that listen to the podcast. And they're just normal people. They're not checking in with their Instagram and buying this course and checking out this booth because they want to get on part of the new Leanscaper, whatever it is, you know? They're just normal people. And that was by far my favorite part of the whole thing.
Uh, if that could take place not in that place, I would enjoy it. I don't like you guys are both better at keeping your mouths shut than I am. I think that's long established. You guys have more social class than I do. You're better people than I am. I think that anyone who listens to this podcast, and we can all agree, the two of you are much nicer and better people than I am. I don't think I could have attended that and not been like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, me and
I
Chad
don't
didn't
like,
see what you saw on we had no idea there's a guy in a yellow suit there. I think that was
Yeah,
an
I didn't
Equip
know.
event. But there's also like H&A besides the Equip Expo going on there.
yeah, I just, to me, and this is my opinion, all of it, the culture, all of it is just becoming a weird cult. And there's a few people at the top of the cult, and they're dictating everything down below to everybody. And if you don't fall into this like sort of little mold of agreeing with everything that these four or five main people at the top are fucking saying, then you're like, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. If someone wants to share a story with me, they can DM me on Instagram. I get back to every single person who does.
Another
And
person I have Instagram.
I think too, and I'm not picking on the company that is doing this, but like all these guys used to get together for breakfast in a parking lot, right? That's appealing to me. I think that would be fun to meet everyone and have breakfast and everyone kick in a bit of money and pay for the food and stuff. But now it's the Bro Life breakfast brought to you by, and I'm like, this is a breakfast in a parking lot. It needs to have someone shoving their fucking software down your throat while you're eating breakfast in a parking lot. Like, really? This needs to happen? But that's society in 2025. That's probably wouldn't even seem weird to the two of you because you're significantly younger than me. But for me at 52, I'm like, that's what I see. And I'm like, that means that I can't go there and be a part of that because that's all I see.
You remember growing up watching TV and every I don't know, 8 or 11 minutes commercial will come on. All it is real life commercials. Breakfast brought to you by this software. This is real life commercials.
This hockey
But
game
this is
brought to you by
Yeah.
but this wasn't how the industry was before, and now it's how it is. And I agree with what you guys are saying. This is life in 2025. I don't have to like it.
Fair.
No, but it's not going to change because you don't like it. So you can
But then what?
complain like the
But
old man
that's
yelling
why,
at the sky, or you can get on board.
or I can choose not to subject myself to it,
Yeah, I suppose.
right? I
True.
can say I don't need to subject myself to that behavior and that like I don't need I'm allowed to not like it. I agree with you that it's an inevitable progression of society, that everything will end up sponsored by someone and everything, there's nothing naturally occurring anymore. It's all some force fed. Like all of these people have already within like 24 hours moved on to the next thing they're all pushing down everyone's throat that everyone needs to attend. It's fucking nuts. Like, but I'm like, hey, this is for the majority of those people pushing all that shit. It's how they don't make a living doing work. They make a living pushing that shit. There's one person they're pushing on there, wasn't good enough running his own landscaping company, so became a consultant. Wasn't good enough running his consultant company, so now he joined some bigger consultant company. Now he's working for them. And I'm like, who the fuck wants to listen to this dude? Like, if anyone is talking to you about how to run a business and they work for someone else's business, that is someone you should absolutely never listen to anything they have to fucking say.
I will agree with that. I if I'm getting consulting, it's got to come right from the horse's mouth, like right from the top. I don't want to go through any of the employees on the side or any of the manuals that they're going through. Like, I will get on board with that train of thought. If I'm getting consulting, it's got to come from the big cheese.
Yeah. I'm like, who the fuck is listening to this dude? He's multiply failed at running businesses. He's now someone's fucking employee. Like, but he's gonna teach you everything you need to know about running your business. Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
What's their
it
name?
just, I'm good. Like, because here's the thing, like, I can feel that way and it can be true, but I also don't want to say things that are detrimental to how someone's making a living. There's also much to the point I was making. thousands and thousands of people who buy into what the guy's selling, and I just don't. But maybe it's because I tend to look deeper into everything that everyone says, and I take nothing at face value. And there's the vast majority of people in life don't. Someone spews some shit out, and you're like, oh yeah, good. That guy knows shit. They don't look into the guy, no, look to see what his history is. They don't give a fuck about any of that. He's spewing something that's good information, and they're paying six people to push that guy on Instagram and talk about how smart he is. So obviously, wow, fuck, we should all just jump on board. I just not that person. That's why I can't go. Because to go there, you need to be that person that jumps on board,
No, you don't.
or
No, you
or you
don't.
need to
No.
be.
I've never bought a course.
I know, but you're
I don't
paddling
even have
with.
a software. I'm not jumping on board
But
anything.
you're being there. You're sitting in the canoe with them. You're just not paddling yet. I don't even
I
want to
don't.
be in the
I
fucking
don't
canoe.
think
Are you gonna go to Congress, PK?
I don't know.
that's a
It's just
slippery
a
slope.
larger Congress. It's not
That's all it
like,
was. Yeah.
yeah.
There's never been a guy with a yellow banana fucking with 1,000 people
Well, just
waving
wait
in.
till this
Maybe
year.
there. That's why I'm saying maybe I won't go. I that watching all of that stuff, it just made me realize that the industry has passed me by, and I'm not really relevant anymore. And that's okay. I'm okay with it. I just don't need to go to those things or participate in that. And I would rather just I've thought about like closing down my Instagram account and fucking just wiping myself off the planet and just running my business the way I want to run it. I think that I have a moderately successful, maybe 40% of the time successful business. 60% of the time it's probably a fuck show. But 40% of the time I think we do okay. Like I'm like, maybe I'll just disappear. Maybe it's time for me to disappear into that good night. You know, the culture is and be that. I always wonder how these like old guys get down to like just with a pile of equipment around them and no people, and they're just working alone. They're like, yeah, I got six dump trucks, but I hate hiring people, so they're all paid off. They just rot in the field. And I often wonder like, how do these people end up in these places? But as I get older, I'm like, I understand.
They stopped
I
going to
get it.
conferences.
Yeah, they stop going to conferences. They don't give a fuck about AI.
You don't give a shit
I
about
was watching I was watching that like the yellow banana thing in particular, which I think was just utterly fucking ridiculous. But at a place that's like it's supposed to be hard people that do hard things. Like that's what landscaping is. It's hard people that do hard things.
uh,
And that conference is anything but hard. It's the softest fucking thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like I felt like I was watching a conference of fucking computer programmers or some shit. This business is no longer hard people doing hard
so
things.
the first night, to be fair, the night that that thing goes on, I guess, like me and Mike weren't even there yet. We weren't there, but
I don't even think that's when it was. I think it
I,
was during the show at some point.
I thought it was before opening ceremony or something. No, I don't know,
Maybe, I don't know.
but I feel like the people that go to that thing are brand reps and other industry people who aren't swinging a shovel. I think the guys swinging a shovel, the business owners, maybe go for an afternoon or whatever, walk around a little bit. No, don't necessarily take in all that shit and then go home.
Yeah. But but it's okay that people love it.
Of
It's
course
okay
it
that
is.
people talk about it being the best conference they'd ever seen with the yellow banana guy. It's okay that people love the whole culture that's developed. That's okay. But it's also okay that I don't.
Of course it is. It's your
Yeah.
life. You can live it however you like.
I can live it however I like. And I'm just like, I just watching the fucking shit show that it is, that this industry is now. And I'm like, wow, man, Jesus, I
You
need to
can,
like disappear.
I think you can observe it without being part of it.
My problem is I can't observe it without saying something about it.
I think you get too riled up about it. It's just, it can
I,
exist on its own, separate from you.
I think that after doing things as long as I have, I just don't like watching the destruction of something that I valued.
Oh,
Or the
that
change.
was
It's
your
not the
first mistake.
destruction, it's the destruction in my mind of something I valued, but really it's an evolution. And I'm just not comfortable. I am a dinosaur and mammals are coming fucking hard.
I'm sure people some people like a generation before you thought the same when social media came out.
Absolutely. People gave me a hard time about it.
I
People
bet.
rode my ass about it and like fucking made fun of me and called me a fucking loser. And I've just it's like you know how one day you wake up and you look at the kids and you're like, why is your fucking haircut like that?
The broccoli haircut.
So you look at the broccoli haircut and I agree with you, and you say, what the fuck is that haircut, man? But realistically, 20 years ago, someone was looking at however your hair was, going, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, fine. But I didn't let it bother me. I worked with all those old guys, right? They all had just mustaches. That's it. I'm like, what the
Just
fuck
the
is this guy's
mustache.
mustache doing? And all of them, like six, they would have been 50-year-old men at the time, late 40s, early 50s. Six of them, seven of them, all just mustaches, normal haircut, plaid shirt, much like you're wearing right now. You know, swinging shovels, swearing, smoking cigarettes all day, fist fighting, stinking of diesel, eating their sandwich with filthy hands, an apple that was so black that you couldn't even tell it was an apple. You thought it was a plum sometimes, you know.
Hard people doing hard
Hard
things,
people.
doing hard things.
Yeah. You're right. I
Not
could see them with the banana man up there, or sitting through that. They wouldn't have sat through that.
what I find the most interesting about all of it is in my life, the richest, most successful people I know would never even attend that conference. Not because of the banana, not because of anything, they just would never go to it. Because the self-driving belief in themselves, they would never need to attend something like that or go to it.
But by the same token, there are people there who are just as rich or richer, riding the wave of what's going on right now.
Yes, selling their courses.
Sure,
Absolutely.
whatever it is, but they're still making their money.
They are. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you.
So, I mean, all this to say, it's whatever you want to make of it.
Absolutely.
The most important part of all of this is that two of you guys had a great time.
I think you would have had a great time if you came.
I don't think I would have. Knowing myself for the last 51 years, I'll be 52 tomorrow. Uh, I can confidently say I would not have had a good time at that event.
But all the best parts happened there, but not necessarily in the show,
Yeah.
right? Like
I'll never know.
I had the best meal of my life while I was there. And it sure shit wasn't at H&A for an
But
18.
I could have had that without attending there. I could just go there and have a meal.
But you wouldn't have been in buttfuck Kentucky, I'll tell you that. You're not just gonna wander into Kentucky.
You-
And
You're
this is
saying
a
it's not a
great place to.
tourist, not
We
a
went to
tourist trap?
what?
It's not a tourist trap, is what you're saying?
It's definitely not a tourist trap. We have
Mm.
stories. We had a
Tell tell your stories. I've dominated your guys' trip to H&A in this broadcast so far.
You brought your misery upon us.
I brought you. I'm a miserable person.
It would have been
I'm
very different if you were
generally not
there.
a very
I'm sure we would have.
generally not a very happy person.